Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we dive into the world of high-stakes presentations with Pitch Like Hollywood by Peter Desberg and Jeffrey Davis. This insightful book reveals the powerful storytelling techniques and persuasive strategies that are at the heart of successful film and television pitches in Hollywood. Regardless of your industry, applying these time-tested principles from the silver screen can transform the way you pitch ideas, products, or services. Peter Desberg brings his expertise as a professor emeritus at California State University and a practicing psychologist, alongside his experience as an author of 23 books and pitch consultant for leading corporations like Apple, Toyota, and Boeing. Jeffrey Davis, with his professorship in screenwriting at Loyola Marymount University and background as a writer and producer for major brands, contributes his direct experience in creating narratives that capture attention and sell ideas. Pitch Like Hollywood is an essential read for founders aiming to elevate their pitching abilities, film enthusiasts curious about the financial workings behind the scenes, and anyone seeking to overcome stage fright and become a more confident and convincing presenter. Uncover the art of the pitch, and you'll never approach an audience the same way again. Join us for a concise exploration of how to articulate your vision with the same impact as a Hollywood blockbuster. Pitch Like Hollywood: What You Can Learn from the High-Stakes Film Industry. Introduction. Unlock the secrets of a blockbuster pitch with Hollywood finesse. Picture this. You're standing in the spotlight, a daunting panel of decision-makers before you, all waiting for that one idea that will capture their imaginations and open their wallets. You're not just selling a product or an idea, you're selling a vision, a dream. This is the heart-pounding world of Hollywood pitching, an art form that has been honed to perfection in the glitzy corridors of Tinseltown. Now, let's pull back the curtain on the pitch that dazzles like a Hollywood premiere. The truth is, pitching is an art form, not just in the sunny realms of California, but in boardrooms and meeting spaces across the globe. While the stakes might not always be as high as a blockbuster movie production, the principles that underpin a successful Hollywood pitch can turn even the driest proposal into a story worth investing in, both emotionally and financially. Hollywood's pitching playbook is not about charts and bullet points. It's about creating a narrative arc that draws listeners into a story. Imagine grabbing your audience's attention, not with market share stats, but with a tale of an underdog struggle that mirrors the journey of your product. Such a narrative introduces characters whom your audience can root for, conflicts that raise the stakes, and emotions that hook them in, making them lean forward, eager to discover what happens next. At its core, it's storytelling, a form of communication as ancient as humanity itself, proven to be more memorable and impactful than a mere presentation of facts. By delving into Pitch Like Hollywood, you embark on an adventure to transform the mundane into the magnificent through the power of storytelling. You will uncover the persuasive psychology that filmmakers have mastered, and that you too can leverage, whether you're pitching a groundbreaking startup, a strategic initiative, or that new craft beer pub to your friends. Embrace the techniques that make characters resonate and scenes stick in the minds long after the curtains close. Here, we'll dissect the strategies and dive into why our brains are wired to respond to a well-told story. Not only that, but we'll confront a familiar foe of many, the paralyzing fear of public speaking known as stage fright. Fear no more, for insights await on how to sidestep the jitters and embrace the limelight with the confidence of a seasoned actor on opening night. As we step into this journey, it's time to transform our pitch into an epic premiere, one that leaves our audience not just convinced, but enthralled, captivated, and ready to award our ideas with a standing ovation. Let the show begin. Part 1. Discover how a compelling hook, sharp logline, and a 3-act structure can supercharge your pitch. Imagine you've brewed an innovative concept for a venture that's sure to disrupt the market. Yet, between your vision and its realization, there looms a pivotal challenge: securing that crucial investment. To bridge this gap, you must master the pitch, a performance that can make or break your aspirations. But fret not, as Hollywood screenwriters, pitching secrets can guide you to captivate your audience and get that signature on the dotted line. Envision your pitch as a Hollywood blockbuster, split into three essential parts: the hook, the logline, and the legendary three-act story structure. Now, let's break down these key elements that can take your pitch from a forgettable encounter to an unforgettable journey. First up is the hook, your idea's essence distilled into a single magnetic sentence. The hook is your pitch's heartbeat, the memorable phrase that can catch an investor's attention faster than the snap of a film slate. It's the tantalizing taste of your narrative feast, whetting the appetite for all that's to come. Next in line is the log line, a sentence or two that paints a broader picture of your proposal without unveiling the grand finale. It expands on the hook, introducing the protagonists and the central conflict, setting the stage for a story the listeners can't resist but want to explore further. Let's consider an example. Suppose you and your team have developed an app called Nutritious and Delicious, aimed at revolutionizing the way people shop for healthy yet tasty food. Your hook could be as catchy and straightforward as "Goodbye bland health food, hello flavor." Rolling straight off the tongue, it dismantles the myth that health and flavor can't coexist. Your logline might dial up the intrigue, promising transform your phone into a culinary wizard, making healthy eating a gourmet experience with just one tap. It's concise yet packed with promise. But to secure buy-in, they'll need more than a taste. They'll want the full course. This is where your Hollywood-inspired three-act structure comes into play, telling a story that unfolds like a classic screenplay. Act 1 sets the stage. It introduces your characters: the doctor who's seen the impact of poor food choices, and the chef whose culinary wizardry defies the healthy equals tasteless stereotype. Your narrative might pivot around a eureka moment, a shared meal that sparks the vision for nutritious and delicious. In Act 2, the tension rises. You outline the glaring gap in the current market, the inconvenience people face when seeking both healthful and flavorful food solutions. Here, the need for your ingenious app becomes crystal clear. Finally, Act 3 delivers resolution and hope, the climax where you share the ease your app brings to the shopping experience, revolutionizing the pursuit of wellness through taste. It's an ending that leaves your audience assured of the app's potential and ready to contribute to its success. So, whether it's the hook that captivates, the log line that intrigues, or the narrative that sells, a Hollywood pitch is storytelling at its best: evocative, engaging, and ultimately highly persuasive. Now, if you were on the receiving end of such a pitch for Nutritious and Delicious, would you be ready to roll the credits, or would you be too busy writing a check? Part 2. Master the art of persuasion to make your pitch stand out from the rest. Think about the last time someone convinced you to see a movie you had no initial interest in, or to try out a new restaurant that wasn't on your radar. What was it that swayed you? The answer likely lies in the subtle yet potent art of persuasion, which is paramount not only in social scenarios, but is the linchpin of a stellar pitch presentation. Since World War II, when governments explored the most compelling ways to disseminate propaganda, the science of persuasion has evolved into a thriving field, influencing everything from political campaigns to personal shopping choices. Expertise in persuasive techniques can differentiate between an investor's nod of approval and a dismissive shake of the head. Let's unravel the persuasive threads that can sew up success for your pitch. The value of credentials cannot be overstated. People gravitate towards authority and are more inclined to trust someone who has the expertise to underpin their arguments. Instead of brandishing your qualifications like a badge up front, which might strike a note of arrogance, weave them subtly into the narrative of your pitch. Tell a story where your credentials organically emerge as a defining trait of your character and commitment. Next, do your reconnaissance. Dig up everything you can about your prospective investors. What causes do they champion? What professional experiences have shaped their worldview? By aligning your pitch with their passions and perspectives, you pave the way for an instant connection. Conversely, pitching something that runs counter to their values will likely lead you into a dead end. Timing is everything, so aim for the morning. Research suggests audiences are more receptive and attentive before the midday slump or the evening lull. If you must present after lunch, be prepared to bring an extra dose of dynamism to recapture wandering attention. Concerned about a deficit in credentials or lack of background information about your audience? Running into a less than ideal time slot? Do not despair. Persuasion has more tricks up its sleeve. Prioritize likability. It's simple. The more people like you, the more they're disposed to lean on intuition rather than scrutinize your every word. In Hollywood, a touch of star power from an actor can infuse the pitch with likability, capturing the audience's favor. In the business realm, substituting an actor with a charismatic marketer or a skilled communicator can achieve a similar effect. Develop charisma if you're going solo. It's a skill, not an innate talent. You can enhance it by practicing certain behaviors. Start by employing more expressive hand gestures, modulating your facial expressions, and keeping your stance dynamic. Each movement cements your enthusiasm for the pitch. Mind your voice. It's an instrument that can underscore your message. Use a higher pitch and accelerate your tempo to exude excitement. Alternatively, lower your pitch and decelerate to emphasize significance. With time and practice, mastering these techniques will become second nature, transforming you into the embodiment of persuasiveness. In the end, as you strive to perfect the craft of persuasion, remember that variety and experimentation are key. Test and refine different strategies until you find the blend that makes your pitch irresistible. A pitch imbued with persuasiveness is not just heard, it's felt, remembered, and most importantly, acted upon. Part 3. Conquer stage fright with practical techniques to remain calm and composed. Imagine standing at the precipice of your moment, the stage set for your pitch, the audience's eyes fixed on you, and suddenly your heart races, palms sweat, and doubt creeps in. This is stage fright, a phenomenon that can derail even the most meticulously planned presentation. But don't let the nerves intimidate you. There are tried and tested strategies to keep your cool under the spotlight. Stage fright arises when the pressure mounts, especially when the outcome hinges entirely on your shoulders. It's a natural response to high stakes, one that intensifies with the importance of your audience. Here, the possibility of panic is real but not insurmountable. Start by channeling the power of reflection. Use journaling as your secret weapon. From the moment the pitch is on the horizon, begin documenting every conceivable scenario, from the triumphs to the potential pitfalls. Focus particularly on what might go wrong. This mental rehearsal prepares you for the unexpected. When you confront these imagined hurdles, your mind is ready, less likely to buckle under the actual pressure. It's not always possible to predict every twist and turn, so training your brain to weather all forms of adversity is paramount. Think of your brain as a muscle, responsive to training, and capable of lessening emotional reactions when exercised properly. Enter relaxation techniques, a set of practices designed to alleviate anxiety symptoms in the heat of the moment. They help you maintain composure, reduce sweating, and stabilize your heart rate. The goal isn't to become an emotional fortress, but to cultivate a level of control over your reactions that can otherwise cascade into a chaotic pitch. Many sales pros turn to meditation for its soothing and centering effects. Meditation is not just a retreat from stress, it's active brain training. Regular meditation hones your ability to recover swiftly from distractions, an invaluable skill when every second counts during your pitch. Moreover, it's backed by research which reveals that even a brief meditation session can significantly improve performance in high-stress tasks like exams. If meditation seems foreign or unappealing, keep in mind that it's embraced by luminaries across various fields. Icons like Paul McCartney and Jerry Seinfeld, along with countless high-flying business leaders, all recognize meditation's profound impact. But what if your pitch is just a day away? Relax, as it's never too late to start. Even brief 10-minute meditation sessions have demonstrated positive effects on performance. Training your brain is an ongoing journey, but every step, every moment of mindfulness or deep breath takes you closer to mastering your stage fright. Ultimately, managing stage fright is about preparedness, both mental and physical. Use these techniques not as a cure, but as a toolkit, one that equips you to step confidently into the limelight, deliver your Hollywood-worthy pitch, and captivate your audience with poise and presence. Part 4. Navigate the unpredictable waters of pitching with confidence and resilience. You're armed with a gripping narrative, thoroughly prepared, gestures on point, and your mind as serene as a monk in meditation. Yet, the mere concept of facing the decision-makers still sends shivers down your spine. It's natural. Anxiety can be a seasoned traveler on our journey to success. But it's important to remember, even the smoothest roads have their bumps. Embrace them. The paradox of pitching is that perfection is a myth. Anxiety about public speaking is not solely reserved for the novices. Even veterans have their moments of unease, which prove that uncertainty is an intrinsic part of the process. What matters is how you navigate it. If doubts plague you despite your preparation, you're not alone. It's a common thread for many of us, including those who regularly brave the stage fright monster. It's why even Hollywood hotshots might suggest lesser exposed alternatives, like sending in your script rather than presenting it in person. But that's not the route we champion here. Every chance to pitch, successful or not, is a golden opportunity for growth, feedback, and refining your approach. Skipping the stage means your idea might just end up in a graveyard of unattended emails and unread documents. Take a leaf out of the author Peter's book of experiences. Countless pitches haven't rendered him immune to the hiccups along the way. Let's talk about attire, one of many unpredictable elements. Peter once turned up in a suit for a meeting at a leading publishing house, only to find it was Casual Friday, a detail no one had passed along. The initial discomfort quickly became a light-hearted jab that broke the ice, transforming a potential misstep into a relatable human moment. Peter's anecdote underscores a vital truth. The unpredictable is inevitable. There's value in the detours and obstacles you'll face because they offer lessons you can't learn by playing it safe. So, when you're queasy about uncertainties, remember that each pitch is a rehearsal for the next, building your resilience and adaptability. Your story, your pitch, is more than a one-time act. It's a saga of continuous learning and improvement. And should you stumble, it's not the curtain call. More opportunities await to take center stage with newfound wisdom and an ever-stronger resolve. In the grand production of pitching, expect the unexpected and play on. Each experience, each setback or unforeseen event is simply another scene in your ongoing story. Take the stage, deliver your lines with the calm of your meditation practice backing you, and remember, the next pitch might just be where everything falls into place. Final summary. Your journey to pitching mastery draws inspiration from the silver screens of Hollywood. Intrigue your investors by skillfully weaving a story around your ideas, tapping into the deep-rooted human affinity for narratives. As you become a storyteller, not just a presenter, your pitches will morph from mere discussions to compelling performances that captivate the imagination. Supplement your story with the art of persuasion, wielding techniques refined through rigorous research. Showcase your expertise subtly. Align your pitch with your audience's beliefs, and choose the optimal time to deliver your message for maximal impact. Yet the path of a pitch is seldom without its surprises. Preparing for the unexpected becomes your strength as you embrace relaxation techniques like meditation to quell the storm of stage fright. When anxiety threatens to undermine your spotlight moment, remember the resilience you've built through anticipation and adaptability. In the grand finale of your pitch preparation saga, Carry with you the assurance that Hollywood's allure isn't confined to the movies. It's in the transformative power of a well-told story, the persuasive prowess that turns skeptics into backers, and the unshakable calm amidst the unpredictable. So take a deep breath, step confidently onto the stage, and let your Hollywood pitch steal the show. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.